I could dwell on that and say, man, I'm fucked. The rest of my life is fucked. I have no point in living. If you stay stuck in the past, you're never gonna evolve. You're never gonna change because you're always dwelling on that past. It's good to remember past experiences, remember what worked, remember what didn't work, but you should never dwell on those past experiences for a long period of time. I guess there's some people in this world that are meant to be in pain or feel like crap all the time. Welcome to the Mongoose Mindset Podcast. My name is Luke McLeod. I am the creator. I started my fitness journey at the age of 12 years old. I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. That led me down the road of developing an eating disorder, which was probably the worst thing that happened to me medically wise in my life. But it's also the best thing that happened to me because I wouldn't be the way I am today. I wouldn't have the mindset that I have today if I would have never gone through that. After I had the eating disorder, I came back to high school and I got back into fitness, did some sports, started lifting weights at 15, 16 years old. After high school, I moved out to Louisville, Kentucky to train and ultimately become a professional wrestler. While I was out there, I realized that this was not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I moved back to Virginia. I got a job. I was still living with my parents, and now I've moved out here to New River Community College, and I am doing a trade program in instrumentation and automation. I'm currently in the summer sessions of that. I'm really limited on time. So I've been on days where I have rest days, I've been trying to film these videos and edit these videos and use the time that I would be training in the gym and either work on school to get all the schoolwork done because it's only 5 weeks and it's really, really fast paced, or work on these videos for you and keep on putting out consistent content. So these videos might not be as long as a usual one, but I want to get straight to the point and not have a bunch of filler shit in here because I know a lot of people, your time is sensitive too, and I don't want to just fill time with a bunch of boring content. I want to get to the nitty gritty. So today we're going to talk about living in the present, not the past or not the future. Most people live in the past because they're constantly thinking about all the things that negatively happened to them in the past or even positively happened to them. And if you stay stuck in the past, you're never going to evolve. You're never going to change because you're always dwelling on that past. It's good to remember past experiences, remember what worked, remember what didn't work, but you should never dwell on those past experiences for a long period of time if it was negative, because you want to break free of that and be able to continue pursuing what you didn't achieve in the past. And you do that by doing things in the present today to allow the future to build itself for you. Like if I dwelled on the past of me having an eating disorder, I could say and come up with, I guess they're not excuses, but I guess points of why I should still be sad. I could dwell on the fact that, I screwed up then. I'm going to be screwed up for the rest of my life. My hormones are fucked up for the rest of my life because of what happened then. My bone density isn't where it should be. They said while I was there, I had the bone density of a 70 or 80-year-old woman. I hope that's gotten better. I mean, I didn't break any bones in football when I played football after that. So, and then plus I've been lifting ever since then. So my bone density hopefully has improved. But I could dwell on that and say, man, I'm fucked. The rest of my life is fucked. I have no point in living. But instead, I actually used to be like that. I used to think, I guess there's some people in this world that are meant to be in pain or feel like crap all the time. But that's not the case. You just really have to switch your mindset and think of the positive things and visualize your future. Or I could have, I don't know, like the professional wrestling thing. I didn't love professional wrestling. I didn't want to continue doing that for a long period of time. I could dwell on that and say, man, I wasted all that time. I went out there, I wasted money, I wasted time and energy and everything like that. But I don't want to focus on that. I see that as, a lesson that I learned, that I didn't want to do professional wrestling. And while I was out there, I met a ton of people that I actually like, that I have great connections with now. And I plan on going back out there in possibly a few months and seeing some of those people who I enjoyed spending time with. So not all of your past is negative. You can always make positive affirmations or positive comments about your past, but you do want to remember the past because that will ultimately guide you in the future. And they say, when you focus on the past, when you're, constantly worried about the past, that's depression. You're depressed about what happened back then. And in the future, if you're constantly worried about the future, they say that's anxiety. Anxiety is constantly worrying about the future. A lot of times that stems from an unrealistic goal or expectation in life because you think you're going to get somewhere or you want to get somewhere and you may not get that way. Like honestly, when I first, started, training specifically for bodybuilding, I said, I think I can be a pro. I think I can go pro. And I've gotten to the point now to where, I guess it's still possible, but that's not the main thing I want to do. I realize that, you should reach for a goal, but you shouldn't say, if I don't make this goal, my life wasn't worth it. Because at the end of the day, you tried. And trying to get better and, getting better, but not getting to that goal, that's just as good as getting to the goal because you showed you could improve. You showed the world that you could progress at something, even if you're not the absolute best at it. So now, I have visions. I have visions for this YouTube channel, this business of Mongoose Mindset, what I want to help people with. Other visions of where I want to be in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years down the road. But those things might change over time, and you can't focus on the past nor the future specifically. You have to focus on the present. You have to focus on the day-to-day activities that are going to get you to your goals in the future. Don't even think about the past in your present because the past is the past. You can't change the past, but you can change the way you feel today about the past. You can change the way you feel in the day-to-day, and you can change your future. You may have failed in the past, but you don't have to fail today. You don't have to fail in the future. You can grow and continue to build yourself so you don't fail in the future. And remember, you don't fail unless you quit. If you quit something, and like I've said in multiple videos, there's a difference between quitting and there's a difference between moving on. If you move on from something, you don't like something, you found out that you didn't like it and you want to move on from it. You want to try something new. But I wouldn't suggest moving on until you at least put a year into it. 6 months to a year of doing it consistently. Because even doing something you think you like, you might not like it in 6 months. You might not like it in a year. I thought I liked professional wrestling. I did it for 6 months, 8 months. I was still in love with it. By that year and a quarter mark, I was getting to the point where I was hating it. I was hating the traveling. I was hating the training. I wanted to get better. I wanted to get bigger. I wasn't seeing results in the gym. And that's ultimately what I wanted. And you figure out those things over time. That's the thing. You can't just do something for a week and expect it to make you happy. You got to do something consistently for months, years. But that stems from the present day. The stuff you do every day is going to make you figure out whether you like something or not. So you got to do it every day. Not every day. Like I don't go to the gym every day, but I train consistently because you need rest days in the gym. You might need rest days from work. But if you truly love something, if you truly like it, you're almost like obsessed with it. Like I'm obsessed with shit. I'm obsessed with lifting, diet. I'm obsessed with my other hobby, Lego. If you want to check out my other YouTube channel, it's called Brick by Brick. That's where I go over like all the Lego stuff that I've been doing, which it hasn't been much lately because I've been busy with school, and I will be busy with school until the end of this month. So we only get so much time in this world. We might as well make the most of it and not be depressed, not be anxious, not be mad or angry or upset. Just take the most out of life. And if something throws you a curveball, you have to adjust. you know, you have to adjust because not everything in life is perfect. Nothing is never going to be perfect. So you just have to adjust to it. If you want to live more in the present and start developing a mindset that helps you do that and not focus solely on the past or focus solely on the future, reach out to me at mongoosemindset01@gmail.com or click any of the links in the description below, and that'll take you to my website. You can read my story. You can contact me on whatever you need help. I've been kind of putting out content for eating disorder related stuff because that's where I came from, and that's where my mindset and body has evolved from that low time in my life, and I've came a long way from there. And if you want to go a long way as well, I recommend reaching out to me because you want somebody with experience who has gone through that and is living the life that, I mean, not saying that people probably want to live my lifestyle. I mean, honestly, my lifestyle is pretty boring to most people. You eat the same thing every day. You train when you need to. You don't really hang out with a bunch of friends every day. I'm kind of to myself. I'm kind of more of an introvert. If you do want to get closer to your goals, of developing your mindset or getting a healthier or better looking body, man, reach out to me. I've came a long way in my journey, and I think I have the experience now. Granted, I'm not, like I said in my last videos, I'm not 30, I'm not 40, I'm not 50 years old. I don't have 20 plus years of experience, but I've personally developed my body and my lifestyle and my mindset to improve my quality of life. And I think I can guide somebody in the right direction to improve their quality of life too. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me. Feel free to like, subscribe if you like this YouTube channel to stay up to date on all the content I'm putting out. I've been uploading usually these Mongoose Mindset podcasts every Saturday. And then on Wednesday, I'll do a video kind of more eating disorder related focus on that topic. But the things that I offer on my website is like I do Mongoose mentorship sessions where you can talk to me, we can discuss your issues and what you have going on wrong with your mindset or your physical aspects like nutrition, training, whatever. And you can inquire about coaching where, I help you with a nutrition plan, a training plan, whatever. I mean, I'm just trying to help people at the end of the day because I know how it feels to go through an eating disorder, to go through not feeling confident in your own skin. So if you feel that way, I recommend reaching out to me or somebody else with experience. It doesn't have to be me. If you don't like my physique, if you don't like whatever, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I want to help the people who actually want help and want to improve their mind and body in a way that a lot of people won't do, or a regular doctor, physician, or whoever can't do because they don't live that lifestyle. They don't have the experience. They just went to a school, read a textbook, and took a test. That's all they did. They've had experience by working with clients for the years, but they've never gone through that experience themselves and had to overcome that. Most of them. I'm not going to say all of them. But if you like this video, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for more Mongoose Mindset podcasts and more content coming out in the future. And like always, act now, evolve forever. Bye.